Okay, one more thing. Google did, at least there was an article. I don't actually know if Google officially announced this.
Yeah.
Is this just an article?
It's an article because there's no guarantee if it will be released to the public yet.
Okay.
Right now, it seems like an internal project.
Right. So I saw this Android Police article reporting on Google building an internal tool that's kind of an AI storyteller that uses and is trained on data about you. And it's multimodal. It's looking at your emails, messages, Google account, photos you've taken, things in your Google account to be able to tell the story of your life.
Yeah. And it can guess a lot about you. It's sort of like
I need to make a video.
A personal biographer in a way.
Oh my goodness.
And I kind of think that this is sort of a response to Apple's Journal app. That's sort of my hot take on this. Because the Apple Journal app, it takes a bunch of information from your phone. Like it can take your health data, and it can take like it can take your text message if you let it, and it can take a bunch of random information and like use that to prompt you about like what you did that day and what you should be writing about. And in a way, like Apple is trying to have you keep a more detailed timeline of your life, which they will probably prompt you to do something with that information in the future.
Yeah.
And it seems like Google is kind of trying to do a similar thing because it already has like in Google Photos, you've got the like on this day, remember this thing, and it creates these videos and all these things.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, people are all different, but they're not that different. And so it said it can guess what your hobbies are based on a bunch of random stuff about you, which
I
makes
can
sense.
see it. Yeah.
No way it's going to guess that I like watches and stuff.
Not
it's
at all.
Impossible.
It's not like it's
Just off
half
my
the photos
pictures.
in your Google Photos.
Well,
Yeah,
or
no,
just
not at all.
have the receipts in your email or like
Yeah.
shipping notifications. No,
Yeah.
I think
That part doesn't seem that hard, actually.
no, that's super easy.
It already probably knows all that stuff about
This
me.
is, I think one of the biggest things here, at least for people who have like, we all had emails before Gmail, right? We were all,
Yeah.
I was on
like-
KOL.
KOL,
What is
baby.
KOL?
It's
Let's go.
Kids,
Kids
online.
I had Comcast.net.
Comcast, I had a Yahoo, I had an AOL, yeah, all of Hotmail, all the fun ones. So like it won't have any of that. So I guess it'll only go back so far.
Yeah. I did get a Gmail in super early beta though.
Did you?
Yeah.
What's your, I don't want to dox you. Do you have you're just, never mind. I'm not going to dox your email. I don't want to do that. Sorry.
We'll bleep it. What's your email address? Is it cool?
Wait, no.
Never
I was
mind.
like 12.
Never
dude.
mind.
Of course,
That's
it's not
totally
cool.
fair. Totally fair.
Thinking about old screen names is one of the cringiest things I can
I
ever
used
think
to be
of.
the cat lord on all my gamer tags.
Honestly, I think that's pretty sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, this like, it's funny you bring it up versus Google Photos and the like, remember this day, because I think that's one of the coolest things ever. Like I actually showed how that works to my mother-in-law this weekend because she was talking about like doing albums for her son's wedding and stuff like that. I was like, Google has all of this in your phone already. Just name the faces and like it'll auto do it. She's
Yeah.
like, this is so cool. It's a little scarier going through my text messages and emails and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
The funny
Kinda
thing is, if I'm talking to a friend and they're like, "Remember when we did that thing? Like, when did we do that? Like, was it in April of last year? Of like 5 years ago? Like, it might have been." And I'll just be like, I'll just look at my Google Photos and look at
Yeah.
April of last year, and
Or
see
you
if
could
it
just
was.
literally search for whatever
Yeah,
or the
thing,
place
and
or
it'll
the
just
thing.
find it.
Right.
Yeah, it's really good.
I
Right.
found restaurants that way. Where we were like, oh, where did we eat again? And it's like, I look for the picture I took of the food or something
the
like
menu
that.
that
Or the
you send to
menu or
your
something. Yeah.
friend,
And then
yeah.
it'll just like have the GPS location.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now
Terrifying,
they're
but
just
super
asking
cool.
permission to do all of that for you, which
Yeah.
I think the reason there's no guaranteed it will be released to the public is because they don't really know what the public perception of like, take everything about me ever.
They will have to really package this nicely. Like one of my biggest, not pet peeves, but one of the most annoying things that I get asked to do multiple times, which is this is a very unrelatable thing, is to write a short bio about myself. They're like, can you just give us a headshot and a short bio? And I hate writing that bio.
Me too.
I never, and I've been able to just ask ChatGPT for a bio of myself.
That's what
but
I
most
did.
people can't do that.
Yeah.
So this is your short bio right here.
Yeah, for the Vox Media podcast website, when I had to write one for Waveform, I asked ChatGPT to write one for me, and it did.
There you go.
this one would have been a little more, yeah. Yeah, if it's doing like hobbies, it would probably see like, you seem to be starting a new hobby. You've already stopped doing this one, and this one. Maybe we should put a little more
this one.
It
research
said
into
your
this.
eating routine too, which I'm like, I don't.
Oh, it's gonna like
eating
pick your
routine.
eating routine.
No, it can guess what your eating routine. I'm guessing it's like what foods you eat the most or something.
That
And it
seems
probably takes that from
harder.
like receipts of like Uber Eats receipts or like photos of food that you eat a lot.
I guess if you're doing a lot of that.
It'd be like David
or
loves
if you
Mexican
buy
food.
something with like the card and Google Pay or
Yeah,
something.
if it's just
true.
doing my photos, it's gonna think I'm eating like the sickest meals because I only take pictures at like
Yeah, it's the only
restaurants
ones you
I've
take
spent like
pictures
years waiting to go to and stuff like that.
Andrew
But
loves 5-star meals every day.
Yeah. It seems like he only eats once a week, but it's always
it's
amazing.
just like
food.
caviar.
Yeah.
Hey, Meta, what should people do when they're done listening to our podcast?
When people are done listening to your podcast, they can subscribe and leave a review, share it with friends, and follow your social media accounts for updates on upcoming episodes.
Correct.
Did you test that before you tried it
No.
on the camera? That was pretty solid.
I think that's exactly what they
It
should.
missed telling you to like,
Oh, true.
but I'll take subscribe.
Because it
Subscribe
assumes that a podcast is going to be audio only.
Yeah, it doesn't know about the YouTube thing.
Oh, true. It should also tell you to watch throughout the whole thing to increase watch time.
And also subscribe.
Well, so
Oh, yeah, that too.
all of this feedback for Meta, but
Yes.
B+. Oh, and Mariah's here.
Like and subscribe.